Hello. Today I want to share a few ideas, very simple and easy ideas to work with orchids. It could be Mokara, orange Mokara like this, or we can use white Dendrobium. Those will be the orchids that I'm going to be using today. So those are simple ideas but with big impact. Easy to make it, surprise the people with the centerpieces. Well, the first thing that you have to see is how the orchids come. They come in these boxes, so each stem has a water tube inside of the box, obviously. These are orange Mokara and these are white Dendrobium. So the thing that you don't have to do when you receive the orchids is take it out from the top and pull it out. No, you have to take a scissor, make a little hole. They come with holes. You can see here there is a little hole to help the orchids breathe. So you can put the scissor in those holes and just cut the back. And that way you are gonna remove the flower. It's easy and there will be no problems at all. So you have to do the same with the Dendrobium. Where is the hole? Okay, right here. Then you have to just remove the paper and you will see the water tube inside of the with the Dendrobium for each stem. But that's the first part that you need to know about the orchids. The easiest way to work with the orchid Mokara is by using a vase. I already removed all the water tube and now I have to cut a little bit the extreme of the stems. I cut on some of them, but I want to keep cutting on the other one. Always you have to make the cut in diagonal and be sure that all the stem is going to have the same length. This is really easy. Once you cut the stem, you're going to put it in the water. This how looks 10 stems of Mokara orchid. If you want to go a little bit more sophisticated, we can start adding some other elements that I'm gonna bring right now. I brought two kind of leaves. I brought aspidistra, this one, just 3 leaves of this, and I brought a few of steelgrass, this one. If you want, you could cut a little bit on the bottom because that can be a problem later, or maybe you want just to remove the dark part of the stems of the grass, sorry. So this is really easy and simple to do it. Let's just use the 3 leaf. You can put together or one by one. I'm gonna start with the shorter stem. I'm gonna put all the orchids, or the most that I can, to the left side of the base. I'm gonna start putting the leaf in the right side. I'm gonna put only 3. This is could be better in the back. Just 3 leaves. And in between of those leaves, you can use the steelgrass. So it's gonna have a projection to the right side as well, but made with green, not with flowers. So it's gonna be balanced because all the flowers gonna be on the left, and in the right side you're gonna have the green. And I like a lot this grass. It's really very easy to work with, and it gives you just a small touch. So this is another idea that you can have by using the Mokara orchid in this vase. I always try to use this vase because and the top of the base is a little bit smaller than the bottom of the base, so that's helped me to spread the stem easily on the top. So, but these orchids work better in these kind of vases than the Dendrobium orchids, and I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna put the same vase. It doesn't look bad, but I feel like all the bigger flowers are in this part of the arrangement, and it looks like in the top is empty, and there will be a point where you are not gonna be easy you're gonna have easy access to the water, because the flowers are gonna start to break because they are all together. So this vase definitely is not gonna help you to be working with the Dendrobium. This vase is good for the Mokara orchid. What I can suggest is using a shorter vase than this. I brought here the vase that is gonna help me with the Dendrobium. I will remove this. I'm gonna take the measure of this. This is 6 by 3.5, and I'm gonna be using the orchids here. You see, you have more space here in this portion, and the flowers is not gonna get any damage. Also, you can use the same flower to help you with the design. That's it. It is easy, super easy. Let me move it to see if they don't start to falling apart. That's the base that the Dendrobium need. It's a clear cylinder base. It could be, not necessarily it has to be clear, but the size, the perfect size for this is 6 by 3.5. And this is 8 for the Mokara. Can you see the stem is more firm than the other one. It doesn't bend like this, and it's a little bit more straight than this. And this is 8 by almost 4, almost 3.75, just a little bit bigger than that. So those are my suggestions today for the orchids. I hope this is gonna help you to pick the right orchid when you are looking for some ideas. I will keep showing you more ideas about what to do with the orchids. I have here 2 more ideas working with the same vase. This is easy as well, and we will use the scissor, the frog, clear marble, floating candle, and the orchids. The first thing that I'm gonna do is using this cylinder base. I put this sash here, this accent, long time ago, and I left, and maybe I can use it again, and the people really like it. Well, I'm gonna take the measure of the orchid. I'm gonna put it upside down. Just cut and put in water. If you make a line or a row for a long table, this is gonna help you to save money. If you don't want to go over the top of the cylinder base, the only thing that you have to do is just cut a little bit more and put it in that way. You can cut it until the way that you want. That's one way. The other way is already have water here. The other way is totally submerging the orchid in the water, but we will need more elements. The only thing that I'm gonna do now is adding the marble. Just a few marble. And to avoid any problem that the flower is gonna be floating, I'm gonna use the frog. So the only thing that you have to do is put the frog and put it inside of the base. Let me put a little, oh, too much. Inside of the base. Okay, now I can put it. It's, as you can see, it's really too tall. So let me move. I'm gonna grab another stick. Okay, I brought my stick to see this is gonna help me. Way better. Okay. Once the orchid is inside, the next thing that you have to do is just add more water until you totally cover the flower. So thanks to the way that you get from the frog, the flower is not gonna be floating, and you can put the floating candle in there. You can use one of those for some designs, and you can combine. Some of them is gonna have a floating candle, and the other one is not gonna have. Easy, right? Okay, I'm gonna move to the next idea. For this idea, I'm gonna use a clear cylinder base. Even you can use whatever base you want. I remember when I did this, I used a rectangular clear base. It is easy, but it takes time. So the material that you will use are Dendrobium orchids. I don't want to use the Mokara orchids because I need that the flower fill the space a little bit more than the Mokara, and for that way I have to use the Dendrobium. The first thing that you're gonna do is cut all the Dendrobium that you need, and even you have to cut these stems that they have each flower just until the base and leave it flat. Then you have to use this adhesive dot and put on the base. Make the decision first, how are you gonna put the flowers? In this way or in that way, or you can mix. It's up to you. So put the dot, press hard, remove the paper, and then put the orchid. I'm gonna do that all around the base. And this is it. Also, you can put water and use a floating candle. Let me see. We can keep adding flowers. Let me try. And between the other two and upside down. Fork, you have to put this in the cooler. I don't want to take more time to show you this idea. I'm gonna move forward with other ideas that I have. On the branches, the Mokara looks nice, really nice. You can use both Mokara or you can use Dendrobiums. It looks very, very pretty. And you can use whatever color you want. In this case, I want to show you how they look on the, with the Mokara on the manzanita branches. Obviously, you can use as many as you want. I just want to show you another way to use the orchids Mokara. how, with the same technique, you can use the Dendrobium orchid and attach on the branches. When I use the Dendrobium for the branches in this way, I always put the Dendrobium upside down. So that's why the people is gonna see it. If you put in this way, sometime when they are too high, the people would see is the bottom of the flower. So I always put in this way, upside down. It's gonna be it's look way better. Okay, let me show you. This is another super easy idea. I use 3 different fish bowl, different sizes of fish bowl, and the only thing that I did, I put the loose orchid inside of the water, so, and I left them floating with the floating LED candle. This candle is really very good because when you put it out of the water, the candle turn off. Can you see? So if you touch a little bit, it's gonna be on. So what he need is just be on the water to be on. So it's easy, simple, and it looks very nice. I use the same orange Mokara, and I like that color of LED because it's gonna fit with the ambience. It's very good. If you have another floating candle like me, that I have this one, like these are ice cube, floating ice cube, they can help you as well. Let me show you how they look in the water. It looks very good as well. You can use some of them. Can you see how the color of the flowers is enhanced thanks to the light? Let me see with this one. Let me see how it looks from the distance. Yes, it is a good idea. Well, I like it. Also, you can use some petals surrounded the vases. If you put a mirror, it's gonna look better as well. I'm gonna grab a mirror and put it to show you how it looks. Here I am again with the mirror underneath of the vases. And as I always said, it duplicates everything that you put on the centerpiece. I like how it looks. It's super easy. You can have it, you can make it. That's it. I hope you can use it. Well, I wish these ideas can help you to work with orchids. As you see, some of them are really easy to be making, and if you are looking for orchid, the only thing that you have to do is go to my Etsy shop, because I have full of orchid in different colors, not just orange. I have Dendrobium in white, pink, blue, and the Mokara for now I have Calypso color that is like a pink, orange, yellow. That's it. This is just the beginning with the orchids. There are many other things that we can do. I hope you feel confident to start working with the orchids. Take a look at my shop and you're gonna find all the products that you need for these centerpieces. Thank you so much. I see you soon.